your girl, Miss Tony, and I am now in week 24 of my 40-year-old pregnancy journey. I'm very excited because I'm in month 6 now, so I can now say I'm 6 months pregnant, and the baby is the size of a pomegranate now. So that's about 11.5 inches long and about 1.5 pounds. So new pregnancy symptom updates. The one thing that I'm experiencing now is breathlessness. Like, y'all can probably hear me talking now and I'm like almost out of breath. This is a new symptom for this pregnancy. I've had it with both of my other ones too. But usually it is around this second trimester, going into third trimester time frame. And so I was telling my mom, I was like talking to her on the phone, and I was at CVS shopping, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm just shopping." She's like, "Okay, you sound like you're going up like 10 flights of stairs right now." All I was doing was walking around the store. And so the thing for me with the breathlessness is, doesn't have to be a high heart rate thing. It can just be me moving. So whether it's actually going up some stairs or just walking around a store shopping, grocery shopping, I run out of breath really quickly. So, I asked my doctor about it, and she always says it has nothing to do with like your size of the baby. It's always the hormone thing. But she said just the fact that your body is working overtime, sometimes you're just sitting still and you don't know all these magical things are going on in your body. But once, you're in that second going into third trimester, your body's in overload. And so she said, you get tired easily. I've noticed on the treadmill, same thing. So I told you guys I've reduced down to about 1.5 mph on my treadmill, which is like half of what I typically do. And I'll still stay on for an hour, but I got to get off and on to take a little water break now. And I just run out of breath so easily. So that's a new thing that I'm experiencing, and it is real. So another thing I wanted to share, you guys know I work full time. I'm in medical sales and marketing. My company has insurance through Aetna, and they sent me a package. Lovely Aetna package there. And I think just because of the bills that they're getting, they know that I'm pregnant. And so I wanted to unbox whatever it is that they sent me. Oh, cute. Special delivery from the heart, Aetna. What's inside? I don't know. Oh, that's cute too. Love the colors. Love the sparkles. Y'all know I love all things sparkly. Okay, it says the little things can make the biggest difference. Oh, baby. On behalf of the Aetna Maternity Program, congratulations. As you're preparing to welcome your little bundle of joy, we'd like to remind you that our experienced nurses are here to support you throughout your pregnancy and even after your baby arrives. Oh, I love that. I love that support. I always tell you guys, I appreciate small gestures like this because back in the day, women just didn't have it. We just didn't. Me, in my generation, I feel like we definitely are blessed to have so many resources. We feel like we're a part of the workplace, a part of society. We're not secluded. I just love that, pregnancy isn't seen as a disability, even though y'all know I take advantage of my California pregnancy disability insurance a month before the baby comes. But I do love that the general perception of women now when they're pregnant is not that you're disabled. Another thing I take advantage of. So I went to Bye Bye Baby the other day, and I'm going to show y'all some video from my little visit. But I always love that they have that expected mother's parking spot. Again, I know I just told y'all, like, I don't want to be labeled disabled, but I just appreciate those things where pregnant women, where we're seen, where we're noticed, where we're thought of. And so I always look for those parking spots whenever I go to a store like that, and I so appreciate them. So this is cool. It's got a cute little baby, and it's got some information on the ABCs of preeclampsia. Basically, they're recommending you start low-dose aspirin preemptively, just to reduce the risk if you have like a family history or if you had preeclampsia in your pregnancy, in your previous pregnancies. Some of the symptoms: swelling in the hands, ongoing headache, blurred vision, nausea or vomiting, sudden weight gain, high blood pressure above normal, and protein in the urine. Now, a lot of those are just normal pregnancy symptoms, but one thing I'm going to be doing next week is getting my glucose tolerance test done at Quest. And that's one of those things they're testing for, that high sugar level. And I also have to get another blood test when I go there too. So these are some of the things that they look for. And preeclampsia is kind of common in pregnancy. Who's at risk? As I mentioned, prior history, if you have chronic high blood pressure, type 1 or type 2 diabetes, which is what that glucose tolerance test is testing for, gestational diabetes. If you've been pregnant with more than one baby, and certain other diseases. So those are high risk factors. Again, I just love that they're providing this information for me from Aetna. Very cute. Another thing is that the baby now recognizes mom and dad's voice, which is amazing. And Kelvin swears that that's a real thing. And I believe it. When Kennedy was born, she came out crying, you know, it's like most babies. And when they put her on the side of me on the table under the light, she was still crying. And he went over and he just started talking to her. And the moment he opened his mouth and said, "Hey, baby," she stopped crying. And she tried to like move her head. She couldn't turn her neck fully, but she tried to like glance in his direction. And so it was amazing just to have that experience and to know that the baby knows you and recognizes you just based off of your voice. They've never seen you before. You've never seen the baby before, which I think is also this amazing thing, that this human's been inside you for all these months, but no one knows what the baby looks like. And the moment the baby comes, that's when you're like, oh, that's you. Wow. You know, you can see on ultrasound, you can see a lot of the features, and 3Ds and 4Ds are amazing nowadays. So you can definitely get a great glimpse into what the baby's going to look like, but you don't know that person until they actually arrive. So I love that moment. I think it's amazing. And my husband, I was out of it. He shared that moment with me, and he always tells people about when she recognized his voice. So it's really cool that this is the time frame when the baby learns your voice and begins to recognize it too. So another exciting thing, I finally posted on social media. So if you guys are following me on IG at Official Miss Toni, then you know that already. So thanks for the follow. Let me know who you are so I can follow you back for sure. The announcement went over very well. All the photos are just gorgeous. I'll show a couple here so you guys can get a glimpse of the pictures and kind of see our little cool theme. And we did some with just me, some with me and Kelvin, some with me and the girls. All of them just turned out so beautiful. Shout out to my amazing photographer, Sashani Photography. I have done all 3 of my maternity shots with her. She's my favorite photographer, and she and I get to work collaboratively and creatively together to come up with ideas, come up with backdrops, just come up with everything I want to do. One time we went to a waterfall in Pasadena, and I was so pregnant and so hot. It was so hot, and she was fine with it. She has asthma, and this girl was walking up a mountain to do some photos with me. I love her to pieces. But yes, check out my photos. I hope you enjoy them. I'll be posting some more throughout the rest of the pregnancy because we took a lot, and we took 2 looks. And so right now I'm just releasing this one. I'll release my other look in another week or 2. And I'll be sure to let you guys know when I am able to post those as well. You guys know I always show my belly bump at the end. So here we go. This dress kind of hides some things, but there is my current belly. I'm getting bigger, y'all. Showing. This is a very cute maternity dress, by the way. Pink Blush, shout out. Love their stuff. So cute. So that's it for this week. Thank you so much for joining me on week 24. Join me next week on week 25. Again, I'm going to have the results from my prenatal test with the state. I'm going to be able to share my experience from the glucose tolerance test. And I'll have more pregnancy updates, more symptoms, all that good stuff. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe now. And I can't wait to see you next week.